Dracula, a radio play, based on the novel by Bram Stoker, adapted by Cruz Flores. Act 1. The Castle.
Dearest Mina, I left Munich on the 1st of May. Budapest seems a wonderful place from the glimpse I got from the train. The impression I had was that we were leaving the west and entering the east. My client, Count Dracula, directed me to go to the Golden Crone Hotel. There I had a supper of chicken, done up with red peppers, which was very good, and I was about to ask the innkeeper's wife about the recipe for you when she handed me a letter.
My friend, welcome to the Carpathians. I am anxiously expecting you. My carriage will be arriving this evening. I trust that your journey from London has been a happy one, and that you will enjoy your stay in my beautiful land. Your friend, Dracula.
Proprietress, do you know of Count Dracula, or anything about his castle?
Sanguis Christi, must you go to that awful place tonight?
Yes, I have important business with the Count. What makes tonight so distressing?
It is Walpurgis night. The spirits of evil come to haunt the living. Take this, if you must go out tonight, for your mother's sake.
It is a beautiful crucifix, my lady, but you see, I'm an Englishman, and we don't... Yes, of course. For my mother, thank you. That must be the carriage the Count sent for me. Here, for the food. And here, if you could please send this letter to Mina Murray and No, she'll be in Whitby by then. Mina Murray, Whitby, England. Thank you for the meal. And the cross.
God be with you, Englishman. And the Lord's blood as well.
Driver, why have we stopped? Driver, I really think we should be going. Is that the Count's castle? It looks more like a ruin.
Welcome to my house. Enter freely and of your own will.
Count Dracula?
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome, Mr. Harker, to my home. The night is chill. You must need to eat and rest. I pray you, be seated, and sup how you please.
Are you not eating as well?
You will excuse me. I have dined already, and I do not sup so late. Allow me to take your baggage.
Quite all right. I can carry my own suitcase.
Nay, sir, you are my guest. It is late, and my people are not available. I shall see to your comfort myself. Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
I heard them on the road. They came so close. I was afraid they would attack your carriage.
Sir, you dwellers in the city cannot understand the feelings of the hunter. We Zekelis have always had a kinship with the wolf, for we too fight for lordship. Here, in the whirlpool of European races, the Ugrig bore down from Iceland with the fighting spirit of Thor and Odin. They found the Huns, whose warlike fury swept the earth like a living flame. Fools! What devil was ever so great as Attila, whose blood flows in these veins? When the Magyar, the Lombard, the Bulgar, and the Turk poured his thousands on our frontiers, we drove them back. And when the flags of the Valach and the Magyar went down beneath the crescent, it was the Zekeli who beat the Turk on his own ground. The Dracula can boast a record that mushroom growths like the Habsburgs and the Romanovs can never reach. But Those warlike days are over, and blood is now too precious a thing in this dishonorable peace.
You speak of your people's history as if you lived it.
I am of this land, and forever will be. But now I wish to see the world, and I have learned much about your England. Please, my friend, tell me of your land and your people, so that I may go among them, not as a foreigner, but know intimately their ways.
You must forgive me, Count. However, it is late, and the journey was more difficult than expected.
Of course. Your chamber is prepared, and tomorrow you will sleep as late as you wish. I shall be away until the afternoon. Sleep well and dream well.
Dearest Mina, there is something so strange about this castle and all in it that I cannot help but feel uneasy. I fear I am myself the only living soul within the place. I only slept a few hours before I became restless and got up. I intended to shave, but could not find a single piece of glass in my room, and so I hung my shaving kit to be able to see myself.
Good morning.
Count Dracula, I didn't see you come in the door. I could have sworn I was looking at it through the mirror.
You have cut yourself. Take care. It is more dangerous than you think in this country. Blood is a costly resource here. None should go to waste.
What are you reaching for?
This wretched bauble that has done the mischief. Away with it. Now I must leave you. I shall return in the evening and we can speak more about my property. You are free to work in any room you wish, except for any that are locked.
Thank you, Count. Mina, I spent the day exploring my new surroundings while the Count was absent. This castle sits on the very edge of a terrible precipice. A stone tossed from its window would fall hundreds of feet before touching the wild, rushing river below. Save for these windows, there are no exits anywhere. The Count has made this place a prison, and I am his prisoner.
My friend Harker, tell me of England and the house you have procured for me.
The estate is named Carfax, very large and old.
Near Westcliff, on a small side road.
I see you have made a study of England with all these maps and books on the subject.
Tell me of the house itself. Are these drawings of the inside?
These are called photographs. Through a chemical process, they perfectly recreate an image here.
This one has a man. That man is exactly as he was at that moment?
Yes, that is true.
Then he will be preserved forever, never growing old, but also never again alive.
A photograph doesn't hurt the subject. It only preserves an image. I'm sure you could have a photo taken of yourself if you like.
No, I would not appreciate such a debasement. Take these away and describe the estate to me.
The surrounding area is mostly dark thicket and includes an old chapel on one side. It is my professional duty to inform you that a lunatic asylum adjoins the other side.
I have no apprehension for such neighbors. I am glad you have found a house so old. A home needs age to be habitable, and how few days go to make a century.
Such a large acquisition requires a sizable amount of paperwork, but I should be finished by tomorrow.
Please, friend Harker, there is no need to hasten your work. I have much preparation before embarking to England, and I had hoped we could discuss your country in detail before you leave.
My apologies, Count. I have appreciated your hospitality, but I also look forward to returning to England. I have a fiancé waiting for me, and we are to be married upon my return.
Then your diligence is understandable. If you are determined to work through the night, I would warn against falling asleep outside your bedchamber. In your own room you are safe, but this castle is old and has many memories. Be not careful, and it shall burden you with restless dreams.
Journal of Jonathan Harker. I can no longer be certain my letters to Mina will be safe, and so I am collecting my thoughts here to keep these events, which seem so fantastic, clear, and soberly recorded. During the time I was left alone, I endeavoured to systematically walk up each floor and try to open every door. To my horror, I found that most of them were not only shut tight, but did not seem to require a lock or bolt to do so. The mechanisms by which Count Dracula holds me prisoner are a mystery to me. Finally, after much searching, I found one room strikingly different from any other in the castle. It had evidently been preserved as a lady's parlour, dusty but more genteel than any place I had yet seen the Count in. I laid across a divan and imagined myself far away from this horrid place. My mind drifted for hours before I became acutely aware I was not alone.
Frost, you think?
Why else would he be here?
Go on, you are first and we shall follow.
Yours is the right to begin.
He is young and strong. There are kisses for us all.
How dare you touch him? This man belongs to me.
You have never loved, you never loved.
Yes, I too can love. You each know from the past. Is it not so? Well, now I promise that when I am done with him, you shall kiss him at your will. Now go.
Are we to have nothing tonight?
I have brought you your meal. In that bag. Now before you scream, sleep, my friend. Good evening, my friend Harker.
Evening? Is it evening already?
Yes, you no doubt have been working strenuously, and I commend you. I only hope you were not disturbed by unpleasant dreams.
Count, I must leave tonight. Immediately. All of your affairs are in order. Your Carfax estate will be ready for you whenever you arrive.
You cannot leave.
Why not?
Forgive me. I mean to say it would be unwise. My calichet is indisposed, and my driver is not available.
Then I would walk with pleasure.
That would be a hazard, my friend. The mountains of Carpathia can be treacherous to an unwary traveler. The wolves, especially so near Walpurgisnacht, grow ravenous with hunger.
Then, like St. George, I shall have to face whatever danger lies ahead of me.
Without even your baggage?
I do not care about it. I can send for them another time.
And your letters? They were among your papers, and I confess I took them to be a portion of my contracts, though I could not read the contents. What language is it you used to write?
It is called shorthand. Lawyers use it for legal papers.
They are addressed to a MINA, the fiancée you're so eager to reunion with?
Yes.
The way for you will be arduous and slow. Would it be not better for I to keep these personal letters and send them with my coach when he is available, so that they may reach your beloved sooner and cause her less worry for your well-being?
Yes, then. Keep them. It does not matter. I must leave tonight.
Very well. Not an hour shall you wait in my house against your will. Come. The door is unlocked, and you're free to go if you wish.
I shall wait until morning.
Now I must retire, for I still have much preparation to make for my travel to England. Good night, friend Harker. Back! Your time has not yet come.
What's that? He's talking to somebody. Those evil women.
How long must we wait? Every day he grows weaker and less.
Have patience. I leave for England tomorrow, and in the evening you may have him. Tomorrow night he's yours.
That's it then. I must escape. How? It's a long way down from this window, but there's no other way.
Act 2. Whitby, England.
My dear Lucy, I have thought of little else these past months than to return to you in Whitby again by the sea, where we can talk freely to each other as we did when we were children. If you're not still afraid to pass through the chapel graveyard, we can spend our days walking along the bluffs and watch the ships come into the harbour from around the world.
Mina! Now our summer can truly begin. I have been absolutely dying to speak to you of the season so far, but first, tell me all about your life as a schoolmistress and, more importantly, your plans with Jonathan. Oh, but perhaps we should wait until we're alone.
I'm only an assistant schoolmistress, and I assure you my days are extraordinarily boring.
I doubt your pupils would agree. I'm sure there are poor boys who write nothing but MM with little hearts in their schoolbook.
Only those who believe somnambulism is the latest fashion. I am usually half asleep from trying to fit time for the school day and keep up with Jonathan's studies.
You're still reading law books. Why, Mina, the way I've seen you study, you could be a lawyer yourself.
I am learning so that I can be useful to Jonathan. As his wife, his success will be both of ours. With our work together, he could be made a partner at his firm. I've already mastered the typewriter for his notes, and we practice shorthand in our letters while he is away.
He's in the East right now? Oh, how romantic! Travelling to foreign lands and writing love letters in ancient castles.
Yes, after we are married, I hope Jonathan and I can travel together, and he can show me all the places he visited. For now, I am sure my future is not nearly as exciting as your present. I have heard rumours of a tall, curly-haired man.
Arthur Holmwood, such a dear. He was here just yesterday with a small gathering of my favourite gentlemen, where I gave a recital of Mama, Why Don't the Men Propose?
I am only thankful the whole room did not fall dead from irony.
He affected a cool manner, but I could see he was terribly preoccupied. He fumbled with his hat and talked of the time we've spent together, and then he asked me to marry him.
How wonderful! Did you accept?
The pitiful thing, no. Nearly broke my heart to refuse him, but that is what I have been waiting so long to tell you. I couldn't say yes, because I've already met the man I know I shall marry. His name is Dr. John Seward. Oh, I can't wait for you to meet him, Mina. He's handsome and intelligent, and he's only 26, but he already has an entire lunatic asylum in his care.
He sounds lovely.
And he might be the most resolute man I've ever met. Only a few weeks ago I would have sworn to you I would marry Arthur, but now all my hopes are pinned to him. You don't suppose he's mesmerized me, do you? Put me in a trance. I hear doctors do that now with their patients. He certainly has not withheld any other device in his pursuit.
Let us hope, then, you remain entranced. I have never seen you so happy. When did your doctor propose?
He hasn't actually yet, but I know he will. He told me he would call me today to discuss important matters. Oh, that must be him. Oh, Mina, could you...
I shall remain inside so that you may talk in private. I must warn you, however, I'll be listening to every word.
Thank you. Quincy!
Miss Lucy, you are a fine sight.
Mina, come back. I want to introduce you to my friend, Quincy Morris.
My heavenly ghost. Here I was a mind Miss Lucy was a singular creature across these British Isles. While now I see I was mistaken. This country can holler with pride one more to match such loveliness.
Quincy is an American.
Obviously. You are exceedingly gracious, Mr. Morris. Thank you.
Oh, he doesn't always speak slang, but ever since he found out it amuses me, that's all I've heard from him.
It satisfies my heart to see you amused. I had hoped to speak more intimately, but fortune must favor the bold. Miss Lucy, I know I ain't good enough to regulate the fixings of your little shoes, but won't you just hitch up alongside of me and let us go down the long road together?
I'm sure I know nothing of hitching, my dear Quincy. I've not even broken to harness yet.
You must forgive me for speaking so lightly about a matter I do consider serious, Miss Lucy. You are an honest-hearted girl, and I believe you will speak to me like one good fella to another. If there is another fella you care for, I know you will tell me, and if it be so, I swear I will never trouble you a hair's breadth again, but will remain your loyal friend.
Oh, my Quincy, you are so terribly noble to a girl who scarcely deserves it. Yes, there is someone I love. He is your friend, Dr. John Seward. If you would allow me a heresy, if I could choose more than one man to be my husband, I would choose you as well, Quincy. Oh, I do love you, and I shall value your friendship as long as you will keep it.
Well, now, if any woman were to deserve even 3 husbands, it would be you, Miss Lucy. Now, I am a hard nut to crack, and I will take it standing up. John Seward is a good man and a lucky one, but your honesty and pluck have made me a friend, and that's rarer than a lover. More unselfish, anyhow. I do swear I will ride for both of you, if you will give me one kiss to keep off the darkness from here to kingdom come.
Of course I will, and John will have to put up quite an impressive show to match your proposal.
Lucy, I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
John! You needn't say anything at all. I will marry you.
Congratulations.
It's all right now. The sun has come out.
Don't you just love the fragrance of the air after a storm? It's so fresh and clean, as if all the sin of the world has been washed away.
Along with your garden. You shall have to ask your fiancé to help us tidy, and perhaps your friend Mr. Quincy too, if that kiss was truly the pact he declared it to be.
I know you must think us romantic fools, Mina, but truly we all...
There's a single ship on the harbour. Can you see it from here?
There must be a brave crew to sail on that weather last night.
It's on its side. It appears to have run aground.
Oh, no. Perhaps we should go down and investigate. At the very least, we could see what the name of the ship is if there is anything later in the newspaper.
She was called the Demeter, Russian schooner out of Varna. Nothing but scrap now, I suppose. Apologies, ladies. I thought this was the chapel.
Mr. Swales. Mina, this is Mr. Swales, the harbour master. The chapel is next door, sir.
Ain't master of nobody, miss. Though I worked the docks these last few years since I gave up the sea.
Sometimes when I walk along the shore, Mr. Swales will treat me to one of his tales of life as a sailor. All quite enchanting.
'Tis true, miss.
I've seen a barrel full of oddities from the Dardanelles to the mountains of Peru. Nothing so queer as the wreck last night, though.
What made it so unusual?
Not sure it would be right to say. Gentle ladies like yourselves.
Oh, Mr. Swales. Mina and I are both women of the world, and how could it be worse than the story you told me of those pirates you encountered in Antigua?
Well, suppose it'll be all in the papers soon enough. All my years I've never seen a squall like we saw last night. Every good sailor knows a squall pulls you one way, and then the other. Last night we're like the hands of the Maker were pushing at us. All one direction, relentless. Around midnight I heard over the wind what sounded like Canaan itself had crashed into the harbor. When the storm settled, we came out to see the Demeter. The captain had lashed himself to the wheel. Dead. At least a few days. Must have drifted in with the storm. Coast Guard cut him down. Brought him to the chapel I'm headed to. Gonna be buried a hero, I suppose.
What about the rest of the crew? Are they being buried here as well?
Tweren't no rest of the crew, miss. The captain was the only man left on the ship.
What happened to everyone else?
That was fixin' to be the real head-scratcher. Till I found the ship's log here. It was hidden in the crow's nest that's the top of the mast, you see. Must have broken off when she grounded. Found it stuck in the beach.
What does it say?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, please, Mr. Swales. You've intrigued us terribly. If there's anything more to the story, we must hear it.
Well, I suppose gentle ladies like yourselves know your discretion. Nobody here could read it anyways, it's all in Russian, but I know enough to make it out. Captain says, a week out of port the crew started to go missing. Started with the younger men on watch when they were alone in the night. Crew started demanding watch in pairs. More people went missing. Crew started circulating tales of a tall, thin man wandering below decks. Someone who wasn't supposed to be there, you see. Stowaway. Captain says a fog covered the ship and stood still over them. But it must have followed with them, because they were far off course by the time they found stars again. The men formed search parties to look for their thin man, but none could find him. Some didn't come back at all. The last man, the first mate, must have gone mad. He ripped open all the cargo boxes, thinking they were the cause. But it was just 6 boxes of dirt.
Dirt?
I don't know why anyone would cargo so much dirt from the Bulgars to here in Whitby. He says after that, the mate jumped into the ocean and told the captain to follow. Instead, he lashed himself to the wheel like we saw.
What a horrible story.
Aye, and that's all it is, miss. A story. It'd be all fool talk, lock, stock, and barrel. Captain probably went daffled after all the crew died of sickness. Anyway, that's why I brought this along. Figured I'd bury him with it, him being a hero and all. No use tarnishing his good name. All the same, I'd keep indoors the next few nights.
If you don't believe his story, of what should we be afraid?
The wolf, miss.
Wolf? What wolf?
What jumped out of the ship when she grounded. Folks said it was a dog, but 'tweren't like no dog I ever saw. It was big and pointed, all black, except for its red eyes. It came onto the bow and looked around like it was figuring what to do about us. Then it jumped away into the night before any of us could catch it. Can't imagine when the last time it ate.
Is that unusual for a wolf to be on a cargo ship?
Ain't ever seen it, miss. Of course your Russians are a queer folk, but still, never seen the like of it. I appreciate you ladies will hold your tongue on such matters.
We will, Mr. Swales. Thank you for letting us into your confidence.
Thank you for showing me the way to the chapel, and God be with ye.
Goodbye, Mr. Swales.
Goodbye. Even if it was all a madman's delusion, that poor captain's story has left me all a wreck.
He said the ship came from Varna. That's near where Jonathan is, or was, or maybe. I can't even be certain anymore.
Haven't you received any more news?
It has been a month since his last letter, and then it was a single line saying he was returning. It didn't seem like Jonathan at all.
Let us go to the service for that ship's captain, and we can also pray for Jonathan's safe travel home to you. Yes, I will. For you, I will. There is no one else.
Lucy, what are you doing out here? It's past midnight. Lucy!
What? Why is it dark?
You were sleepwalking. You sounded as if you were talking to someone.
I'm cold.
Here, take this blanket.
Ow!
What's wrong?
My throat.
You must have hurt yourself on a tree branch. I see a little blood on your neck.
I don't think I can stand.
Lean against me. We'll go back to bed and lock the door so that you can't get out again.
Mina?
Yes?
Don't tell John about this. Please?
I won't. I promise. Lucy, I'm coming into the bedroom. I have brought your tea. You've been asleep all day. You need food if you are to recover your strength.
My appetite may be poor lately, but I can still eat your tea cakes at least.
And I know you haven't been sleeping well either. Are you having nightmares?
Mina, when we were children, I would often have terrors and sleepwalk. It would give us both such a fright. Eventually they stopped with no harm to myself.
Lucy, do you remember anything before I woke you? Even if it were a dream, it may have related to what was happening.
I remember there was a singing in my ears. Sweet but foreboding, like a siren calling to the sea. I have a vague memory of something like an animal. It was beautiful and terrible, large and dark and with red eyes. It asked me things I don't remember, but I knew I wanted to say yes. Then the world seemed to pull away and I could feel my soul leaving my body and float above me.
You were most likely dreaming about that story the harbour man spoke of. Whatever caused the wounds on your neck must have given you a reaction of some kind. They still have not healed. Lucy, the time has come to call on Dr. Seward.
No, Mina, please, I don't wish him to see me in this state. John only knows me as a creature of mirth, and I don't want to diminish myself to him.
If you are to be married, your vows will be quite clear, in sickness and in health. I know it's not the first marital duty you'd wish upon him, but the rest will have to wait. I also received a letter from Jonathan.
That's wonderful. What did he write?
He's at a convent near Bucharest and is taken ill. More ill even than you are. Most of the letter was written by a nurse. He has some kind of fearful shock and must convalesce there a few more weeks at least.
Then you must go to him at once. Don't concern yourself with my health. I only need a few more days' rest, I'm sure.
I shall go only on the condition of you relenting to the care of your future husband. If you are with him, I know you'll be safe.
All right. If you will go to Bucharest, I shall go to John. May I have some help picking out a fine dress to present myself at least?
Remember to lock your bedroom door at night and try to eat. When I return, perhaps one or both of us will be married, and Jonathan can meet your John, and we can all live happily.
Act 3. Seward Sanitarium.
Phonograph notes of Dr. John Seward, August 12th. Patient is in R.M. Renfield, age 59. Sanguine temperament. Great physical strength. Morbidly excitable. Possibly dangerous. Change that to probably dangerous.
You are unfair to me, Doctor. I haven't hurt anyone.
No person yet, but what about your animals?
I take very good care of my animals. I feed them just what they want.
Each in their turn, Mr. Renfield. You started with collecting flies. Then you fed the flies to spiders, the spiders to sparrows, and then when you had a whole colony of sparrows, you asked for a cat.
Oh, yes. A kitten. A little, sleek, playful kitten. To play with, and teach, and feed, and feed, and feed.
And when I told you you couldn't have a cat, what did you do?
I begged you. I told you I needed a cat.
You ate the sparrows whole. I found you disgorging feathers.
Very good, very wholesome. That is life. Strong life. All life needs life, and the birds gave me life.
What would you have done with the cat? Fed it to a dog? And then what?
They don't matter now.
Mr. Renfield, you have a mania. I would call it a zoophagous mania. You must know that you can't absorb the life of a creature just by eating it.
Bother them all! I care not a pin for them, nor for you, Doctor. The bride-maidens rejoice the eyes that wait the coming of the bride. But when the bride draweth nigh, then the maidens shine, not the eyes that are filled.
I don't understand. You say you don't care about your spiders, or birds, or even cats anymore. Why not?
The master is at hand!
That's all for today, Mr. Renfield. The nurse shall attend to you. I must see who calls. I really wish you had come to me sooner, Lucy. I had been wondering why you were absent of late.
You know how I loathe talking about myself.
There should be little secrecy between a husband and his wife, and none between a doctor and his patient. You spent all summer here by the sea, and yet I've never seen you so pale.
That is the fashion, isn't it? Just a few months ago you compared my complexion to cream.
You don't have enough blood, and yet you don't show any of the usual signs of anemia. I looked at your blood under a microscope, and it appeared healthy.
I'm glad you still look upon me with such a penetrating gaze.
How do you feel, though, Lucy? Inside? Tell me the truth. I'll believe you.
Breathing has become a difficulty. At times I gasp for air, and it feels as if nothing is coming in. I'm afraid, John.
Are you still having your bad dreams?
Worse than ever. Every night I feel as if something is trying to get into the house. I look out the window, but there's nothing there. My dreams are all of scratching and digging and hunger, as if every day I'm getting weaker and whatever is outside is to take me. I want to be your wife, John, not your patient. I don't want to be in a locked cell down in the basement with your other cases of mania and delusion.
You don't have a delusion, Lucy. I know something is wrong, even if I don't know what it is yet. I do want you to stay here, but upstairs, so that I may watch you closely and monitor your progress.
Why, Mr. Seward, of all the designs boys have attempted to lead me to their rooms, yours might be the most ingenious.
I've had a room prepared for you. I had a silly notion you might be worried about the propriety of the situation.
Very silly, Dr. Seward. If we're to spend the remainder of our lives together, we simply must become more intimately acquainted.
There's one more thing. I've written to my old friend and mentor, Dr. Abraham van Helsing in Munich. He's the most advanced physician of our current day, and he knows more about obscure diseases than anyone in the world. I've asked him to come here and examine you as well.
Then only our intimacy must be a terminal case.
Well, his train isn't due to arrive for another week.
Lucy, I caught a train in Hamburg and slept most of the way to Bucharest. I knew I would have to save my strength to care for Jonathan. When I arrived at the Abbey, he was so gaunt and lifeless I would have feared he was dead if Sister Agatha had not assured me he would wake soon. When he did awaken, he insisted we be married without delay, even with him still bedridden. We called for the chaplain and gave our vows here in this faraway land.
This is the hand of my wife.
And the balance of your wife is well attached to that hand.
So long I have spent in a nightmare. The waking world no longer seems like a reality.
Sister Agatha told me I shouldn't ask you about what happened. I do believe the dear soul thought I might be jealous.
Wilhelmina, I don't want there to be any concealment between us. Not ever. Hand me my coat.
John, I was only teasing you. I know you have nothing to be ashamed of.
I don't know how much of my memory is real, and how much was the result of my fever. Here is my journal. I haven't read it. I don't want to remember, but I also desire to hide nothing from you. Take it, and read it if you wish.
Jonathan, I trust you and I trust your judgment. What could you have seen to make you doubt yourself so?
Horrors. When I try to concentrate, my head fogs and I can't form a clear picture. I wish I could spare them from you, but I know your mind as well, Mina. For you knowing is better than not knowing.
What I wish is to share my life with you, all of it. If there must be horrors, we shall carry them together as we walk hand in hand.
To be here with you is the dearest thing in the world to me. I would suffer through all the past again to win this hand.
Let us hope that won't be necessary.
There is no time to be lost. Lucy will die for sheer want of blood to keep her heart's action as it should be. She needs a transfusion at once.
Professor Abraham, tell me what to do and I shall do it. I would give the last drop of blood in my body for her.
My young friend, I do not ask for so much. Come sit next to her bed and put out your arm. There is no need for an opiate for young Lucy, for she is only barely conscious, and for you there is no time. This will not be a pleasant feeling to see your life drain away, but you are young and hardy, and you have the strength of love in your heart.
You're right, Professor. The pain is sharp. Lucy seemed to recover when she first came here, but all at once she took a turn for the worse.
I can raise her head to put her arm closer to yours. John, look here, under the velvet choker she is wearing. Did you see this?
Yes, when I first examined her, but this mark has changed since I saw then. She said she scratched herself on a tree branch. Now, this looks more distinct. 2 holes above her jugular. They're much larger than before.
There is a small amount of bruising around them, as if they were made with a puncture.
I can't see any sign of infection. They can't be the cause of a blood loss, or there would be blood all over her bed. What do you make of it?
I don't know.
What do you suspect? Please, if you have any idea of what might be happening to Lucy, I must know.
My friend, the wise farmer can recognize a good crop, but he does not pull the seed from the earth to watch it grow. That is for the boys who play at husbandry. You do not wish to play, nor do I. We must be patient and organize our knowledge first. When Lucy first came here, did you sleep in this bed?
Well, yes, that is, we are to be married, at least in...
No, dear John, I do not wish to embarrass you. I mean, did she become worse after you no longer shared the room, or before?
After, only in the last few days. She started to become restless in her sleep, and with you arriving we felt that...
You must remain with her tonight.
What?
You must keep watch all night, and you must not let your sight pass from her. Nay, this is no jest, but life and death, and perhaps more. The procedure is finished. Press hard on your arm. I must return to Munich and retrieve some of my research, but I will be here again as soon as possible. For now, rest here. Lucy is already beginning to rouse, and you must prepare yourself for tonight.
My brave lover, giving me his very life.
No bravery was necessary. Dr. Van Helsing ordered it, and I did it. There wasn't anything else I could do.
Is that the only reason you're sleeping here tonight? Doctor's orders?
I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm going to stay awake and make sure you're safe.
Then when are you going to sleep?
During the day. I'll have to be nocturnal for the time being. I'm sorry we'll have to be set apart by time a little while longer.
You're here now. That's what matters. Lying next to you is like feeling sunshine after a dark winter. I'd almost forgotten warmth.
Now, Lucy, is it me that you love or my blood?
Both, depending on where it goes.
What was that?
Something against the window. I'll see what it is.
Be careful, John. You're still weak.
Whatever it was flew away. A bird doubtless attracted to the light in the window. You should sleep.
I can feel safe now. I don't wish to sleep any more without you with me. John, let's get married.
I thought that was already decided. Remember, you said yes before I could even ask.
I mean soon, without the grand plans I made as a schoolgirl. Our lives have become too tumultuous to stand on ceremony.
I consider us now even more than married. My blood is your blood. I feel like my heart is already inside yours. Yes, as soon as you can walk, we will have a ceremony here.
John? John, are you there? The nurses said you were outside the grounds.
I am here, Abraham. Please lower your voice. I'm hunting a dangerous man.
Who are you hunting?
Renfield, the manic Zephagiac. He slipped out while a nurse was bringing him his dinner.
Ah, yes. The one with the obsession for animal blood. Has he done this before?
Yes, and we always find him near the abandoned chapel up ahead. I'm afraid of what might happen if he confronts our neighbour at this Carfax estate. I've never met them, but Renfield can be quite alarming during his manias. I've noticed him. Shh. There he is, by the chapel door.
Let us stay back for a few moments. Perhaps he will reveal why he returns to this place.
I am here to do your bidding, master. I am your servant, and you will reward me, for I am faithful. I have worshipped you long and afar off. Now that you are near, I await your commands. Do not pass me by. Only speak, and I shall obey.
Is there anyone in that chapel?
I don't think so. He sounds as if he is having some sort of religious epiphany, but I've never seen him show any sign of faith besides...
Where is he?
He was directly in front of us not a moment ago.
Oh, he can't be far away. John, behind you!
The blood is life! The blood is life!
Help me hold him down. He must have hit a knife from the kitchen.
Are you wounded?
Just a small cut on my arm. I don't think he's going to fight anymore.
He has abandoned me. I am nothing anymore. He told me to come, and I came for nothing.
Who told you to come?
The master. The master.
He's spoken of this master before, but he's never divulged who or what he means.
John, I think we should return to Lucy at once.
Lucy? What does she have to do with this? Renfield needs to return to his room.
We shall bring him to the hospital grounds and leave him with the nurses. We must go now, John, or we may already be too late.
All right, let's go.
Gott in Himmel!
How is this possible? She's almost dead.
Almost, but not yet. Hurry, close the shutters while I prepare here. I shall have to open my veins for poor Lucy.
Dr. Van Helsing, you must be open with me now. Tell me what you know. What is attacking her?
I only know that you have come to the same conclusion. There is some creature doing this to her. It has been patiently waiting to strike until you are withdrawn.
How could a creature know when I was gone? Or open the window, or drain her of her blood without leaving any mark?
Those holes on her neck are the mark. They are from teeth, I suspect.
That still makes no sense.
That is why I did not speak. There is still much we do not know. We do know she is being preyed upon, and we must keep her safe. That is what I told you to do, and you have failed. I am sorry, John.
Your blood isn't going to be enough.
No, and you cannot give more. It is a dangerous procedure. We cannot ask the nurses. Is there anyone you know who would do such a thing for Lucy?
Quincy Morris. He'll come for Lucy. He loves her. I know.
Dear Mina, I am married. John wanted to have a ceremony here, but I insisted I could walk next door to the chapel. Quincy is here, as well as John's old teacher, Abraham von Helsing, who brought me back from certain death. It seems fated we are both to have weddings in such style far away from the castles we built in the clouds. Tonight we are to have a small party, but I am already planning for a much larger reception for both of us when you return. We shall both be healthy and able to look at these past few months as merely a prelude to our happy lives.
A toast to the newly joined in holy matrimony. May this be the beginning of a grand adventure on which you embark together.
Now I'll drink to that. Congratulations to two of the most upstanding individuals I have been privileged to ride along with.
Am I allowed one drink, Doctor, on so special an occasion?
Just one, I'm sure, will benefit your sleep.
Oh, Professor, what say we let the couple of newlyweds sleep in peace tonight?
I am sorry, but I cannot be so indulgent as my friend John. We must continue our schedule guarding Lucy. John until 1, Quincy until 4, and myself until sunrise.
A more crowded wedding night than I had hoped for.
Oh, who could be better companions than those who love us most? Besides, when we go on our honeymoon, we'll have all the world to ourselves. Right, Abraham?
Yes, Mrs. Lucy. This one more week you should have health enough for travel. It will be better for you to be far away from here and whatever may be attempting to prey on you.
I would appreciate a reprieve from such discussion. Tonight is meant to be a happy occasion, and I don't want to bring any more fear to my Lucy than she has already suffered.
I've lived the last 3 months knowing only fear, my darling. More tiresome than the illness is having to avoid it. If I am a woman now, I choose not to hide from my fear. But you are right, it is meant to be a happy night. Quincy, the phonograph, if you please. I would like to dance with my husband.
Yes, ma'am. Professor, may I speak with you privately for a moment?
I have noticed you're deep in thought this evening. I was thinking if it's because of your previous history with Mrs. Lucy.
No, sir. I am a man of honor and love them both as my own kin. When I first came here, you said Lucy needed another blood transfusion and that both you and John were exhausted. I take that to mean you two had already done what I did for her.
That is so, yes.
Well, sir, that don't make a plumb bit of sense. Her whole little body couldn't hold all that much blood.
This is true, Mr. Morris. That has been a point of considerable discussion between Dr. John and I. We have not come to a consensus.
That is what I've been cudgeling my brains trying to understand. I know I had seen such a thing before, but I could not recall where until this moment. On the Pampas out in Argentina, I had a mare keel over and go to grass all of a sudden. One of those big bats they call vampires had been feeding on her for at least a half hour and didn't leave enough blood to let her stand up.
This is an interesting theory, Mr. Morris, but on your occasion, this bat did not drink all the blood that was lost, correct?
No, sir. Must have nicked an artery. There was blood all over the ground by the time I found her.
And no blood when you arrived here. So small a bat could not have taken so much.
And vampire bats are not native to England, only South America. Our own zoo doesn't even have them. Thank you, Quincy. By now, though, we've considered every theory, no matter how implausible.
If that were true, John, we would have arrived at the answer. Ah, the Radiant Bride. Allow me a gift I forgot at the ceremony.
A flower crown? How lovely. Like a maypole festival. Thank you. Are these garlic flowers?
They may be of health benefit as well. Place them by your window tonight.
Are these a wedding tradition or something else? Once again, I sense you are being evasive, Professor. If you think you have solved our infernal riddle, I wish you had stated plainly.
I already know the answer. It is a wolf.
Lucy.
I know it as well as I know you, John. I have seen those red eyes in the dark and felt its growing hunger. It cannot be any else but that Russian wolf that escaped from the dead ship.
Perhaps the time has come for us to retire. It's already past time you are usually awake, and the rest of us need to save our strength for tonight.
Not yet, John, please. Allow me one dance with all my saviors. You first, Quincy, and then Abraham.
I would be delighted to, my lady.
Oh, surely. One dance and then we shall all need rest.
Come, Quincy, let us dance macabre.
My friend John, with Lucy we are almost, as you English say, out of the woods. When I know she is safe, I will tell you my suspicions, but for now, I will say they are so incredible, I hope them not to be true. Afterwards, truth or not will not matter, and you and Lucy can look at me as a funny old man with strange ideas.
Doctor?
Ah, Renfield. I hope we're not keeping you awake.
No, thank you. I have taken the liberty to brew coffee for all of you, as I know you must stay awake for the Lady Lucy's sake.
A most excellent progress you have made with Mr. Renfield. I would hardly recognize the man we chased so recently in the night.
Renfield has become like another assistant these preceding weeks. He even had a visitor recently. Our neighbour in the Carfax estate wanted to let us know that there was no ill feelings. Now what was that foreign gentleman's name?
I apologize. As you said, the hour is late for me, and I am still rarely affected by the full moon as I once was.
That's quite all right, Mr. Renfield. You can leave the coffee on the table. We shall drink them presently and return them to the kitchen ourselves. Go ahead and have your dance, Professor, before we must start again with our nightly vigil.
John? Something made a noise downstairs. John? You're asleep. Wake up. Why are you asleep? Please wake up, John. I can hear something downstairs. I must get Professor Van Helsing. Professor Van Helsing, are you there? Quincy? What has happened? Where is everyone? Oh, it's you. Is this the end of it, then? You have stalked me through my dreams and waking hours, denied me my peace and love. You can drain me of my blood, but my fear is gone with it. I am not afraid of you anymore. If this must be the end, then let's be done with it. Oh, John.
Lucy? Lucy, where are you? Oh God! Professor, wake up! Lucy's been attacked. We need the blood supplies quickly. Lucy?
John, I am sorry. She is dead.
No, Lucy, no.
Oh, something knocked me out. Oh, no. We were too late. It's all over.
No, my friend. I fear we are only at the beginning.
Act 4. The Graveyard.
My dearest Lucy, you will pardon me, I hope, for not writing to you in so long. Much has happened to us since last we spoke. Jonathan has mostly recovered, and we began our long journey home, only to be notified in Budapest that dear old Mr. Hawkins, Jonathan's boss, has died and left the whole of his business to him. Meanwhile, I have so many questions about events during our time apart. When will you and Dr. Seward be married? What will you wear and what location have you chosen? I eagerly anticipate discussing all your nuptial plans when we next meet.
I shall have to hold your hand a little tighter on this last carriage ride home, Mina. London seems almost a foreign country to me now.
You are entirely justified in feeling so. When you left, you were but a clerk, and now you must take charge of the entire accountancy firm.
I am sorry we must be separated so soon. There'll be much to do beginning tomorrow, but I am so grateful you came to me when...
Jonathan, darling, what's wrong? What are you staring at?
It's him. He is here. It is the man himself, but younger. He has somehow grown young.
Who?
It is Count Dracula, here in the flesh. Oh my God, if only I knew.
It's all right, my love. Close your eyes. I am here and nothing will harm you. Just rest until we get home.
I'm all right now. I only needed a moment to collect myself. Here, let me get the mail. There's a telegram from someone named Dr. Van Helsing. Oh, Mina, I'm so sorry. Lucy, she's dead.
What?
It says she was buried 2 days ago, And this Van Helsing fellow asked to visit us with her last letters to you and some of her other effects he would like to speak to you about. Let us go inside. We shall both need some time to rest.
Hello? You are Madam Mina Harker, formerly Mina Murray, friend of Lucy Westenra?
Yes, and you are Professor Van Helsing, I presume? Come in, please.
It is on account of the poor child that I come. I was with her through her illness, and there were many circumstances that puzzled me, that I have hoped you could assist me with.
If you are so good a friend and caretaker to her, that is all you must say, and I shall help you in any way I can. Lucy meant more to me than I ever realized until I found out. I'm sorry, the grief is still very near.
You need not apologize for your tears, my child. They are the rain that washes the soul, and mine has been washed many times this past week. My friend John allowed me access to her letters and diaries. There was much in them of your love as sisters, but I wanted to ask you about the incidents that night on the bluffs, so I came to ask you all that you can remember.
I can give you better than that, Professor. I have typewritten my journal I wrote at the time. I included everything, as I was afraid any spare detail might be important.
This will be a good blessing, Madam Mina. Thank you. Lucy's letters also had in them how much of an intelligent and capable woman you are. What she wrote was the truth.
You praise me too much, Dr. Van Helsing, even as it is through Lucy. It makes me more anxious about what I have to ask you about my husband Jonathan.
Ah, yes. Your letters mentioned he became ill while travelling east. He is recovering now, I hope.
Yes. However, in my writing, I was somewhat elusive about the nature of what happened to him. I have passed the whole of today in fear of what I'm about to tell you, that you'll think me a weak fool and my husband a madman. His account is so strange and terrible, I would disbelieve it myself if I did not have so much trust in Jonathan.
Strange has of late become for me commonplace, Madam Mina. I have learned not to think less of anyone's belief, no matter how strange. I promise to listen with an open mind.
You have no need to listen. I have also typewritten the journal Jonathan kept during his time in Transylvania. It may only be a superstitious belief in all evil having an original source, but I am troubled by the notion that what happened to Lucy and my Jonathan's dealings with a man named Count Dracula are somehow connected. I would like you to read both of these accounts and tell me your opinion.
This is a serious matter, Madam Mina. It will require some time to thoroughly study all of these papers. Would you mind if I began reading them here immediately? I would like to discuss them with you after I am done.
Of course. You may use Jonathan's study and I shall order lunch.
Mina, I'm home. Did you meet with Dr. Van Helsing today?
He is still here. I set him in your study and he's been reading over our papers since lunch. I want you to know, I also gave him your journal. I thought perhaps another witness might make things clearer.
And you were correct, Madam Mina. Hello, Mr. Harker. It is my professional opinion that from henceforth you should know definitively the history you have written down is completely true. I would pledge my life on it.
You must excuse me, Doctor. I must sit down. This is quite overwhelming.
I apologize if my enthusiasm has caused me to neglect my bedside manner, Mr. Harker. I did not mean to open your old wounds.
Wholly the opposite, Dr. Van Helsing. It was the uncertainty of reality that knocked me over. You don't know what it is to doubt everything, even yourself. You have cured me, Doctor.
Mr. Harker, Madam Mina, we are at the beginning of a great and horrible task. A powerful evil has come to this country, and we here are the most knowledgeable of how truly dangerous it is. I ask for your friendship, but also your alliance in this cause.
If it means stopping Count Dracula, I am with you, body and soul.
As am I. I may only be able to organize what information we already have, but if I can help, I will. It would be easier if I could see both yours and Dr. Seward's records as well.
That may be more difficult. Unfortunately, John and I had a quarrel before Lucy's service, and I fear our friendship has been strained.
Whatever about?
I suggested an autopsy on the body of Madame Lucy. In fact, what I suggested was more than a normal autopsy. I suggested to John we cut off her head and remove her heart. He did not receive the idea well.
I should think not. What earthly good could it have done?
Mr. Harker, do you remember those women you met in Dracula's castle? I believe his goal was to turn Lucy into one of the same kind, an undead creature, a vampire, like their master, the Count.
Lucy, like those horrible women? That can't be possible.
I have had to entertain many gruesome possibilities as of late. All of them have led me to the truth.
Dr. Van Helsing, I know where Dracula is right now. He's here in London. I saw him not 4 days ago when we received your first telegram. He was younger somehow. The Count I knew was ancient, but this man looked no more than 40.
He was imbued with the life he took from poor Lucy. That is how creatures such as he live for so long, taking life from others through the blood. We could start searching for him here, but your London is populous. I saw nothing in your journals of what properties he purchased in England. Do you remember where they were, Jonathan?
I'm sorry. Everything from that time is a thick fog in my mind. He had one somewhere in Whitby, I remember that.
Then we should begin there. Madam Mina, you can have access to my notes at least, and we can see if collecting this information together can yield even greater clarity.
Jonathan has only just started running the accountancy firm, and I don't want us to separate again.
Nor do I, but this is too important. I'll spend a few days putting affairs together at the office, and you can help search for any records Mr. Hawkins may have left about the Count's acquisitions.
And we'll both meet you in Whitby in a few days' time, Doctor. Hopefully then we can convince Dr. Seward to join our hunting party as well.
This is too much, Professor Van Helsing. I am willing to be patient in all things reasonable, but I will not listen to any more of this madness.
Madness would be easy to bear compared to a truth like this. Do you think I persist in this only to give you pain? I have come here from my own land to do what I can of good. First out of friendship for you, and then for love for a gentle young lady. I gave her my nights and days, before death, after death, and still now.
Hello, Dr. Seward. John. May I introduce you to my husband, Jonathan Harker?
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Likewise. I'm sorry I've been somewhat preoccupied as of late. Have I been expecting you?
We were called by Professor Van Helsing, and not a moment too soon, as it turns out.
Mina Murray. I'd almost lost hope our paths would meet again, and yet here you are, a respite of beauty in this tenebrous time.
Thank you, Quincy. You are kind as ever, though my name is Mina Harker now.
Then you must be the gallant gentleman with the solemn duty of this lady's hand. Quincy Morris at your service, and believe me, I do not mean that as a pleasantry. If there is any need you require, have no doubt that I am your huckleberry.
I can bear witness to his friendship. Quincy has hardly left my side while I could do little more than mourn for Lucy.
It is concerning her welfare that we came here.
Lucy has no more welfare to be concerned about. Or has Professor Van Helsing pervaded your mind with notions of supernatural horror?
Quite the opposite. It was we who were able to confirm his suspicions. Jonathan knows the man who murdered Lucy.
Not a man. Ages and ages ago he was a mortal man. Now he is little more than a beast of hunger. Hunger for what he does not have, life and companionship, both of which he has taken from Lucy.
If you must persist with these wild accusations, Professor, I demand you either provide real proof or relieve yourself of my hospitality.
The proof is in what I have witnessed myself, and can affirm as true. If that is not enough, there's this. A copy of the Westminster Gazette we bought at the train station.
A drawing that looks like Lucy?
Not looks like. That is Lucy. Read the article underneath.
A composite sketch of the woman children of Whitby have dubbed the Bloofer Lady. At least 3 children have gone missing in the town of Whitby over the last 2 weeks. The only witnesses are the children have all claimed they were last seen in the company of a beautiful, pale, red-headed woman dressed in white who is said to haunt the Whitby Chapel Cemetery, luring children to walk with her. Afterwards they are never seen again.
I have known Lucy since we were children. It can pain no one more than me to think of her as this monster, but there can be no other conclusion.
Mina, I can't accept this. Lucy is dead. If I reject that fact for some incredible fantasy, this sanitarium becomes inverted, and I become another madman crying senselessness into the night.
If there is even a small chance, John, then there is no time to argue before more harm would fall onto an innocent. You must give us your key to her tomb so that we can act on our own.
No, I will not. But I shall join you and we can observe the definitive truth together. Quincy, are you still with me?
It would be my everlasting shame to stand anywhere else. Whatever is stalking this here town, I figure it must be mixed up with the fate of our beloved Lucy. And that means that I will not rest until I broker it an introduction with the blade of my Bowie knife.
Then the three of us shall make a vigil tonight.
I count 5. Mina and I will not step away from this danger either.
Perhaps it would be better for Madam Mina to stay here.
I agree. There may be dark work ahead of us, and we've already lost poor Lucy.
All the more reason I must go. You must pardon me, Dr. Seward. Lucy may have been your wife, but I loved her for much longer. I must see this affair to its end, no matter how ghastly.
Be assured, I do not doubt your courage or your ability, Madam Mina. However, there are more important tasks for you here. You have brought our journals typed and organized as you promised, have you not?
I have.
To them we must add those of Dr. Seward. Only when we have a complete picture of the past events will we be equipped to fight our enemy. You will acquiesce to sharing them, won't you, friend John?
Yes, if Mrs. Harker will stay here to organize them.
No, I agree about their importance, but I will not be put off. I must witness for myself whatever has become of Lucy.
I understand. But first I ask you to come with me and look over the doctor's notes. When you see them, your mind may be changed.
Very well. Lead on. A phonograph. I've only heard descriptions of these. You talk into here and your words are preserved here on these cylinders. Amazing. Much more advanced than shorthand.
Yes. The only shortcoming is that there is no way to come back to any particular place of the recording. We need you to transcribe all of the cylinders to be able to include them in the history we have constructed. There is another problem as well. A task I believe only you can accomplish, Madam Mina. There is a patient here named Renfield. I am convinced he was under the influence of that fiend, and perhaps even in league with him until recently. Friend John also suspects him of sharing some responsibility for poor Lucy's death. He keeps Renfield confined to his room, and will not allow anyone else to speak with him. Renfield will not speak to John either, and so we are, I should say, at an impasse. He has remained, however, strangely chivalrous and even remorseful. If you visited him, there is a greater chance he would speak to you. It must be tonight, though. John is still intellectually protective, and I don't think he would allow it while he is here. If I tell the nurses you are authorized, they will permit you to visit him.
I see. Is this man Renfield dangerous?
No, I don't believe so. He attacked John and I some time ago, but his health has grossly deteriorated since then. He no longer eats much and spends much of his days lethargic.
Very well. I shall stay and find out as much as I am able. Please, take Jonathan with you tonight. Him being there would be the closest thing to being a witness myself.
Do you think that is wise? He may still be recovering from his shock.
Jonathan has been in conflict with this evil longer than any of us, and has the most intimate knowledge of what we are fighting. It would be no more wise to underestimate him than you would me. Now, if you would please hand me the first cylinder, Professor, I shall begin transcribing Dr. Seward's notes immediately, to be most prepared to meet this Mr. Renfield tonight.
Do you have the key to the crypt, friend John?
Yes, in my front pocket. It does occur to me, Professor, what we are doing here is not quite scientific.
What could be more reliable than direct observation?
What I mean is, if we begin with a conclusion already in mind, then we will inevitably twist any facts we observe to fit that conclusion.
You make an excellent point, Doctor. Let us then strictly observe the facts, and we will only make conclusions when we are sure there are no other possibilities.
How could anything escape this tomb with this heavy door locked?
I interred my old employer in a crypt similar to this one. They are relatively easy to open from the inside in case of premature burial.
Now, let us begin our direct observation. Mr. Morris, the crowbar. Let me be assured one final time, friend John. Is this what you want done?
It is not, but I concede it is necessary. How will we know any difference?
Fangs. There will be fangs coming out of her mouth. And blood.
Mr. Harker is correct. Specifically, the canines will protrude. She will also show no signs of decomposition. On the contrary, she will look more alive than at her service. Mr. Morris, have your knife ready. Mr. Harker, please to give me the light with your lantern. Friend John, help me with the coffin lid.
It's empty. Lucy is gone.
Professor, I will take you at your word, but I must ask, did you have any part in what we see here?
I swear to you all I did not. What do you believe, John?
Professor, you know as well as I do there is still a persistent market in bodies. Lucy's not being here is not evidence it got up on its own.
And the locks from the outside?
Keys can be forged, locks can be picked. All of this could be the work of evil men rather than evil monsters.
Very well. The only solution, it seems, is to remain here until sunrise. A vampire sleeps during the day. Is that not right, Mr. Harker?
Yes. In a coffin like this one. Does it have to be their own?
I believe so. If nothing appears by sunup, friend John, I will concede poor Lucy is truly gone forever, and at least at peace. For now, I have much work in the event some creature does present itself.
Mr. Renfield, are you all right to have a visitor?
Yes, of course. Is that you, Lucy? No, Lucy is gone. Yes, gone forever.
My name is Mrs. Mina Harker. I was a close friend of Lucy. I've come to talk to you about her.
Oh, no, that won't do. That's backwards thinking. Effect and then cause instead of the right way round. That is a symptom of madness, Mrs. Harker, seeing the effect first. He caused her, not her to him. It was not her fault. Not at all.
By him, do you mean your master?
No, not my master any more, but who knows? Maybe he will master us all. I thought the blood was the life, but I was wrong, so very wrong.
You mean when you ate animals to gain their life?
Yes. It's in the scripture, you know, the blood is the life, but I had it all mixed up. I cannot live forever. That was why I ate them. That is why he feeds, too. I thought he could make me like him, but no. I am left.
Mr. Renfield, what is your first name?
Richard Marcus Renfield is my name. I almost forgot.
Richard, where is your master, Count Dracula?
He is everywhere. He can be the rats that scurry across the floor or a bat flying at your window. When he first came to me, he shrouded himself in a mist. I only saw his red lips and white teeth glinting in the moonlight. He laughed then, fierce and angry, and then he began to promise me things, not with words, but by doing them. He showed me flies enough to blot out the sun, and rats, hundreds of them, millions, every one of them alive. I'm sorry, Mrs. Harker. I let him in, and then he took poor Lucy. I'm so sorry.
Where did you meet him? Was it at that chapel the night you led Dr. Seward and Professor Van Helsing away from here so he could attack Lucy?
No. The chapel is only halfway between the estates. He is at Carfax. He's your neighbour. Mrs. Harker, I implore you, by all you hold sacred, all you hold dear, save my soul of guilt and leave this place tonight. Do you hear me? Go!
If you'll excuse me, fellas, my legs require stretching. I can check the perimeter outside while I busy myself.
That would be unwise, Mr. Morris. Here we are safe. I have sanctified the entrance, and any demonic being will be prevented from entering. Outside, you are subject to the same fate as small children, lost and never heard of again.
I'll keep my horses reined in there.
How did you sanctify the door with the little crumbs you made? What were they?
Heavenly host, already blessed by a priest. I took them before they could be used in communion.
You stole communion wafers?
I felt my need was greater than the parishioners. Do not worry about my immortal soul, good doctor. I confessed to the priest, and he gave me a penance of 5 rosaries.
Professor, you say these vampire devils are like vampire bats. They live off blood?
Yes. They are like the animal, except they do not die if they continue to feed, but must go on age after age, adding new victims and multiplying the evils of the world.
Is it possible this creature could have stolen Lucy from here? Considering the weight of the stone lid that required the both of us to move.
She could have done it herself. They also possess immense strength. While he had me prisoner, I witnessed Count Dracula scale a sheer castle wall with nothing but his fingernails.
Mr. Harker, did you say Count Dracula? Why, Count Dracula is here. He is our neighbour at the Carfax estate opposite this chapel.
Carfax, of course. I must go to Mina.
I see her.
Who?
The lady in white, traversing the graveyard. She's carrying something. One of the little nippers, I reckon.
She's coming this way. Take cover, gentlemen. Harker, extinguish the light. Are you fit for action, my son?
I'll be fine, but I'm sorry. I don't think I'll be much help to you. I can't seem to move.
Only remain near Mr. Morris. John and I will handle this. You have your stake, John?
Yes. Until this very moment, I could not believe it was true, but now I cannot deny that is Lucy.
Now I must do the opposite and convince you it is not Lucy, my friend. What you see is merely a creature that has taken Lucy's body for itself. There is no more of Lucy in there than if she were dead, except to suffer the last part of her humanity.
I can fix her flint right now with my Colt.
No, Mr. Morris. You might hurt the child. Friend John, she is almost to the entrance where she cannot pass. You must be brave. A moment's courage, and it will be done.
Lucy. Lucy, it's me, it's John.
To me, my love.
Be careful, my friend. A vampire's claws are razor sharp and harder than Spanish steel.
I will come to you, Lucy. Let go of the child so that I may hold you in my arms.
To me.
Good. Now we can be together. Embrace me.
My love.
Hold her down! We must drive the stake into her heart!
Stand back. Only a minute. Lucy, I'm here. I have your hand. Don't be afraid.
John, thank you.
Help! Help! Mother! Help!
Sounds like hollering coming from the hospital.
Mina!
Jonathan, wait! Quincy, come with me. Professor, finish here and follow us as soon as possible.
Take my rosary. If Dracula is there, he will fear the power of the Lord. Push this your face and drive him out.
Back, you devil! Oh!
It is too late, friend Harker. She's mine. Mina, if you struggle, I shall bash his skull before your very eyes. Drink.
Unhand my friends, you filth. Holy damnation. It is a demon.
Out, devil! By the power of this crucifix and all that is holy.
He lit out. I can't spy him nowhere.
We must kill him. Follow me, Quincy.
Mina and John are hurt, Doc. You need to stay and fix him up. We'll have to hash him out later.
She is starting to come to life again. Madam Mina, are you hearing me?
Blood. Unclean. Blood.
You are safe, my love.
No! Jonathan, don't touch me! I have his blood. His blood is in me now. I am unclean.
Mina, listen to me. You are Mina Harker. You are my wife and my love. Everything that is mine is yours. I walked through hell to be with you, and here I will remain. Your horrors are mine.
Oh, Jonathan.
Professor, now that we know they are safe, we must go to Carfax and destroy Dracula once and for all.
He will not be there, friend John. As I was running from the graveyard, I saw him come out this window in his beast form. He did not return to Carfax, but instead flew south toward London. No doubt to another property we are ignorant of.
Slugs.
What's that, Quincy?
Slugs from my Colt here on the floor. I saw the devil get plugged, and they looked like they hit something.
The vampire can heal almost instantaneously, Mr. Morris. He was likely more surprised by a weapon he has never experienced before. The only way to permanently defeat him is to stab the heart and remove the head.
It is my own cowardice that undone us then. If I had the fortitude to use my Bowie knife, that would have been the end of it.
You cannot blame yourself, friend Quincy. Our enemy has so far proven more cunning than we expected. How could we know he would return here only to harm poor Mina?
He didn't. It wasn't me he wanted. It was my notes. He appeared somehow. I don't know how he entered. He was mad with anger and demanding I give him our journals. When he found them, he only needed to hold the papers in his hands to burn them. Then I did a stupid thing. I told him we would still be able to hunt him, and we would frustrate his every design. His eyes turned blood red and full of hate. He told me he would take their most beloved for himself, and then he drew out his long fingernail and held it to my throat. I thought he would kill me then, but instead he opened his shirt and cut himself across his breast. He said I would be his wife and come to his call, and instead of working to thwart him, I would be at his side and betray all of you, and then he made me... Oh my God, what have I done? God pity me, I started to suffocate and I drank his blood.
Do not fear, brave girl. We will vanquish this monster, even if we must do so without your precious notes.
You don't have to, Professor. He only burned our journals. My notes I kept safe from him. I bound them in twine and hid them in the ventilator when I heard Renfield shouting.
Truly, you are a brave and resourceful woman, Madam Mina. This will be our most potent weapon so far.
Renfield? He was very brave to try to warn me and call for help. Have you seen to him?
I did, while Dr. John was attending to you. I am sorry to say he is dead. When I found him, his neck was broken in a manner that showed considerable force.
That poor man. He suffered almost as much as Lucy. Jonathan, did you see Lucy tonight in that graveyard? Is she a creature now like that terrible beast?
I couldn't bear to look.
I was with her at the end. She returned to her true self. This Dracula could no longer affect her.
Lucy died with her soul intact, but Mina, it will require more than a pure soul to defeat our enemy. I am sorry this burden has been laid before you, but we will require your mind and cunning as surely as your notes to work against him.
He said I would betray you and take his side. Professor, am I cursed to become a thing like him? Like Lucy?
I don't know. I don't believe so. He had months to corrupt Lucy, and she did not know what was infecting her. She's in trouble and trials that her faith is tested. I have remaining one last communion wafer. Allow me to bless you with it in the name of the Father and the...
Take it away! You're hurting her!
I am sorry, dear Mina. I did not expect so quick a transformation.
I am truly damned! Jonathan, don't let me fall into disgrace. If you love me, save me from the pain of seeing myself hurt you. Promise me you will end my cursed existence first.
I would stand between you and death itself. You cannot die, Mina, not without me. We must fight until this evil is past.
He has been purposefully severing every tie that could lead us to him. Without Lucy or Renfield or his estate, we are left without a clue with which to follow.
Even if he's abandoned Carfax, there may still be some evidence we can use to find him. Quincy and I can search every room.
We are all of us exhausted, friend John, and we'll have more keen sight if we rest first. I would also like some time to research the Count's history. Let us sleep for now, and tomorrow endeavour our own investigations, before meeting here with our results. Take heart, everyone. Our hunt is not entirely thwarted. Sometimes the rabbit, in its haste to find a place to hide, leaves a track that can be easily detected if one knows where to look.
Act 5, Transylvania.
My dear, you must rest. I held watch over you last night. You slept only 2 hours.
If I must live with this sickness, I shall use it to my advantage. With this additional time, I shall review our notes for any hidden detail we may have overlooked.
The mental exertion may be what is keeping you awake more than anything else.
I can feel myself changing. I grow weaker during the day while my strength returns at dusk. I no longer recoil at the thought of blood, which before only induced revulsion. Jonathan, you must promise me, really promise me. You will not hesitate to destroy me if I am corrupted and turn against our cause.
I do. I will, but I refuse to believe you are capable of any evil design. If you become like him, Mina, if you become a vampire, I shall still be your husband. In life, in death, and whatever may come after. I would rather be damned with you than in grace apart.
I wouldn't be myself then, but rather a thing of evil.
Who is to say you must fall to evil? If there really are devils and demons, why can't there also be seraphim and archangels? You could be alike to St. Michael, casting devils to perdition whence they came.
Lucy was the Archangel Ariel when we played tableau over the summer. It was the only instance I was ever jealous of her. All the time she passed fighting him with her mind, preventing him from penetrating her soul. I don't know if I can be so strong.
I know what it is to feel his influence bearing down on you. I felt it when he held me prisoner. I rarely saw him in person, and yet his presence suffocated me. You can fight it, Mina. I know you will be able because I shall be with you. Quincy, John, were you able to find anything?
Carfax was vacated, along with any evidence it had ever been inhabited.
The Count must have left Alcatawampus, though. He just gave it a lick and a promise.
There were still some papers burnt in the manner described by Mrs. Harker. They were mostly illegible, save for one which had the name Thomas Snelling in Piccadilly.
That must be why I saw him in London.
Indeed. Mr. Snelling is a lawyer and a business manager of some kind. He spoke to me after I told him I was the Count's doctor, and it was deathly urgent that I find him.
How could you meet with him in London? Surely you didn't travel there and return since this morning.
We sent a telegram, and then I was able to speak to him directly via the telephone service at the post office. The communication was instant.
Astonishing.
Mr. Snelling told me that Count Dracula had closed all his accounts, sold his properties, and even hired labourers to transport his belongings. He didn't know where they were moving them to, however.
Ah, friend John, Mr. Morris. What have you been able to discover in your investigation?
Precious little, unfortunately, other than Count Dracula has completely abandoned his former properties and is intent on travelling somewhere else, though for his destination we are in the dark.
I think I have found the answer in my studies. I have put considerable research into the history of this Count Dracula and his reign in the country of Wallachia.
He told me some of this in the guise of a family history. He was a great military leader and a king at one time, was he not?
Exactly true, Mr. Harker. I would dare say he was even being modest about the extent of his power. He was said to personally control great armies as if they were puppets. He could instill terror in his opponents from across battlefields. Eventually, nearly all of Eastern Europe feared his reputation. Rumours arose that he was more than a man, but also a sorcerer and an alchemist. His own people believed he found a way to unnaturally prolong his life. From our vantage point, we can conclude they were correct. He became Nosferatu, undead, but his abilities to control people, animals, and the very elements, as well as transfigure his shape, suggest he has become more powerful than any other vampire yet known.
These are not encouraging words, Professor. I thought you said you knew where he was headed.
Quite right, Mr. Morris. Our enemy also has disadvantages we can capitalize on. He has accomplished a protracted life, but not like you or I have lived. Like the snake, he has had to go long spans without feeding and become lethargic, so that when he wakes up, he must start over again with a brain more like his child. While he was here, he was slowly gaining more experience, but this child brain kept him dull, unimaginative. So, when he encountered difficulty, his only thought was to return home where he is most powerful. His castle in Transylvania. That is where I think he is going, and that is where we must pursue him. For if he reaches it, he will be beyond our ability.
It's true. The outside of the castle appeared as like a ruin, but by some magic he was able to transform the interior to a fortress. We could never breach it on our own.
He could hole up there and wait us out then. Outlast us.
And his evil would continue past when our natural lifespans were over, save for Mina, who has been given the vampire's baptism of blood. She would become one like him and serve that evil, instead of fight against it as she does now.
Travel to his homeland could take months, and we have no idea what method he's using for transport, or what route he's taking.
Ever since he made me drink his foul blood, I have felt him continue to attack my unconscious mind while I slept. He has been searching and probing to find a way to corrupt me, as he did Lucy, but I have sensed him as well. I have felt swaying and smelt salt air. I am certain he is on the ocean.
That would also be consistent with his thinking. It was by boat that he came to this country before.
If we knew where he was docking, we could intercept him by train.
It is with the help of Madame Mina we may be able to find our prey. Her connection with the Count allows him to torment her from a great distance, but it is like the modern telephone, an open line that can allow us to observe him as well. As of now, she can only do this while asleep, and only what he lets slip. But if we could guide Mina while she is half asleep, she would be in control of her observations and report what she sees.
Mesmerism. You're speaking of putting me under hypnosis.
Professor, if she does this, won't she be even more vulnerable to that evil influence? Mina, I don't want you in any more danger.
The greater danger is in failing to capture him before he is lost to us. The Professor is right. He may be powerful, but he is also clumsy and obtuse. I can slip into his mind far more surreptitiously than he has tried to enter mine, and I relish the opportunity to turn his means of assault back onto him. We must begin at once, Professor. The link of our minds is strongest in the evening, but I have the most control at dusk and daybreak.
Very well. Please sit here in front of this candle. I shall swing my pocket watch in front, and I would like you to focus your attention on the light. Good. Now count down from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Madam Mina Harker, please describe to us what you see.
Darkness. He must still be asleep in his casket.
What do you hear?
I hear waves and the creaking of wood. I can hear men stamping overhead as they run about. They are shouting.
Can you hear what they are saying?
They are using mostly nautical language I don't understand. Rigging, yardom. It is all a great din.
Try to focus your attention on one voice. Any words they speak might have useful information.
There is one voice that carries over the tumult. He is shouting orders to the others, admonishing them. He is saying, Avast? No, Varna. He's saying Varna. That is the port he came from on the Demeter. He must be returning the same way.
Professor, wake her, please. She should not expose herself any more than is necessary.
Yes, you are right. Mina, awaken.
I have traveled near that land. It is wolf country. We best pack Winchesters if that is where we are headed.
Practical, Mr. Morris. We will supply ourselves before boarding a train in London to go eastward.
We should go to the port of London first. We can find the name of the ship bound for Varna.
Very sensible, friend John. The noose is tightening on our trap. We will, however, need all of our brains and bravery together when it is time to assail him.
I care for nothing now, except to wipe this brute off the face of creation.
Where are we?
We have just passed Vienna on the way to Budapest. It is October the 15th, 5:15 o'clock in the afternoon.
Afternoon? You have left me to sleep a whole night and a day?
You have been wakeful so long with so little rest. I was happy to see you so calm and sweet. Everything else was put out of my mind, and I thought, I am as happy now as I suppose I shall ever be.
A strange place for such thoughts. Long ago, when you left the first time, I dreamt of travelling with you, and here is that dream realised. Life has a way of giving you exactly what you want, but not in the way you had imagined. May I have my vanity mirror?
There is less change than yesterday.
I have grown paler, and either more difficult to see or my eyes are failing me.
The evening draws near. I am certain your hypnotic sessions with Professor Van Helsing are accelerating your transformation.
The Professor has not mentioned any suspicions.
He has kept them hidden because he is so desperate in his pursuit. He has not allowed you to receive blood transfusions for the same reason. These abilities are those of a vampire, and the more frequently you act upon them, the more you
Ah, Madam Mina. It is good you are awake. We can continue our remote viewing.
Professor, is this really necessary? We know where the Count will be. We are headed there to lie in wait for him, and we have not been able to glean any more useful information than her first attempt.
That is not true, Mr. Harker. With the help of Mina, we know he is still on board the Tsarina Katerina and still sailing towards Varna. It is of vital importance to know that our situation has not changed. Now, Mina, are you ready?
Yes. I believe I am practiced enough. I can proceed without counting.
Very well. Now relax and describe what you can sense.
I can feel swaying to and fro. I smell salt air. I can hear the sailors shouting. Today is different. They are singing together and playing music. They are celebrating. There's something else. I can see wooden planks, faintly. It is still dark, but I can see the hold of the ship.
Does that mean he's awake?
Do you see anything else? Can you see his casket or any other cargo?
No, I can only see the inner walls. It is too dark even to see the ceiling or the floor. If I concentrate, however, I can move. There is no cargo. The whole ship appears empty. There must be stairs somewhere. I'm going further into the ship. The noise of the sailors is growing neither louder nor fainter. Professor, what do you make of this? Professor, are you able to hear me? Where are you? Jonathan?
Little Mina. You professed you would not come at my call, and yet here you have come all the same.
I am not here to serve you.
That is not a choice for you to make. What you are, what you will become, and what you will be is completely under my control.
I do not fear you. You cannot hurt me here.
Brave little one, it matters not at all where you are. Your will is nothing compared to my patience. A lifetime for you will pass, but a moment for me, and then you will be my bride and act as my jackal. When I command you to heal, you will be at my foot, and when I tell you to eat, you will sate yourself on all who would oppose me. The old man, the stupid doctor, even your former husband. Together, we can be masters of the world.
Just as I would not be your servant, I would force no one to call me master. With all your years, you have not even mastered yourself. You are more animal than lord.
Why do you struggle so, when all that lays before you is a gift? You shall have freedom over death and over the pitiful existence of your dull life. I have seen your mind, your frustration for thwarted ambition, the resentment you hold for those you profess to love. I offer you the power to take what you want. Why do you turn away?
I have seen what you offer. Lucy was my friend. She was good and kind, and you killed her. You turned her into a mindless slave, and worse, a disgusting thing as you are.
And yet you have availed yourself on my blessings and grown comfortable using them. The beauty of my revenge lies in every step you take towards me, bringing you closer to my domination.
I have no need for your blessings. I have Jonathan, Dr. Seward, Quincy Morris, and Professor Van Helsing, and together we are bringing justice for Lucy upon you. The last of your vision will be a stake through your heart before your head is rent from your body.
You come by trade. You will never harm, foolish girl. When we meet again, you will kneel before your master.
Wake up, Mina, please!
We are discovered. He knows where we are. We are lost. He is not coming.
We don't know that. It is not unheard of for a ship to be delayed in this part of the world. Until we are certain, we must remain here at the hotel.
Perhaps another hypnotic session.
No! The connection is severed. He will no longer allow me an avenue into his thoughts, but I know his mind still. He knew we were traveling here, and he has found some way to escape us.
I am inclined to believe the lady. It's been a week now. Professor, are you sure your man sending you information is reliable?
Very much so. He is an adjuster for Lloyd's of London. On men, one must reserve one's faith, but insurance companies always know where to find their ship. Ah, that will be today's telegram. The Tsarina Katerina arrived in Port Galatz 2 days ago.
Then it's as we feared. Shall we board the next train to Galatz then?
I don't reckon he's going to be waiting on the likes of us. He's had 2 days to clear out, plus how long it'll take to get there. I say we quit this balderdash and go directly where he's heading and ambush him there.
If he spies us and slips around to arrive at his castle, that will be the end of it. We'll have wasted our last chance.
We can't track him if we don't know what route he's taken. We'll just have to travel to Galatz and start from there.
Gentlemen, gather around this map. I have been giving a great deal of consideration to our enemy's thought process. Abraham has told us that he is inclined to return to his old patterns, and I believe that reveals why he chose the port of Galatz. You see here it is very close to the Danube River, which runs far across this land until it flows close to the location of his castle. So far he has travelled almost exclusively on water, and especially when he has none of his countrymen to escort him while he must be in his coffin. I have no doubt he has commissioned a small boat to transport him there, around the Borgo Pass.
I could give no better a lecture myself, Madam Mina. Now we must decide the best method to hunt our quarry.
Horses. If we can find some six-shooter horses and ride like greased lightning down along this river, we can cut him off before he gets to Borgo.
We would have to ride them at a gallop all day and night, Quincy. You and I have done that before, but...
I cannot, and neither can Abraham. Gentlemen, I have attempted as best I could to be of service to this noble cause, but I am afraid I will not be able to help in the final assault.
It is true we cannot follow on horses, and it would be folly for us all to go directly to his castle. But if Madam Mina and I were to secret to his castle, I may be able to remove some of the magic he holds there, and that he is so desperate to return to.
Professor, if you go there, to the very den of the beast, you will not find merely idle magic. There remain 3 women, servants of Count Dracula, nearly as powerful and matching in evil. They would find you before you could reach them during the daytime.
That is precisely why I would require Mina to accompany me. We know she can sense him, ergo she should be able to sense his brides as well. Without their master, their power should also be severely diminished. And if you accomplish your mission to reach his coffin before he arrives, they will have no power at all. They will return to the dust from which they were made, and Mina will be free of her poison.
I agree. Jonathan, I have every faith you can ride with Quincy and Dr. Seward fast enough to vanquish that monster. But it would also be wise to hold insurance. Have faith in me now as well.
You know I do. When we were married, we vowed to walk with our horrors hand in hand. Too often we have had to break that vow, and never to good consequence. I had hoped for a wife, not a soldier, but what a dauntless soldier you have been. I have faith we will meet at the site of our greatest pain, victorious together. I love you, Wilhelmina.
I love you, John. Professor, I can go no further. I must rest or fall here on the road.
Keep strength. For only a few more steps, my child. We shall camp here for the night, at that outcrop to shield us from the snow. Oh, this blizzard has made our trek more arduous than I had planned.
It is not the snow that disturbs me, Abraham. We have arrived. The castle is just over that hill.
My God! You are right, my dear. Can you sense it?
I can see it, as clearly as I can see you. This whole land is his domain, and I can feel his devilry like a poison in my very bones. The women vampires, they know we are here. We cannot escape from them.
Do not touch the circle I am making around our camp. It is a sacred host and will burn you like the forehead, but hopefully it will keep you safe from those wicked creatures.
Do not fear for me, Abraham. There are none still living in all the world safer from them than I am.
Come closer to the rocks, Mina, and lay beneath the blankets.
I feel neither cold nor heat any more. Professor, whatsoever you have planned to contend against these women, you would be wise to save for me as well. I don't know what will happen when they arrive. I only know they are closing in on us, and as they do, I can feel my soul fight to stay within me. Every part of my being is yearning toward a grey twilight away from the pleasure and pain of my mortal self. I am tripping in the dark as I was when I tried to slip into the Count's mind, only to be led into his trap. I am afraid for my poor Jonathan. My lingering condition can only mean he was unsuccessful in his pursuit, and we are here defenseless at the mercy of that monster when he arrives.
Good, Madam Mina. We must not despair yet. Dr. Seward, Mr. Quincy, and your Jonathan have most likely been held up by the same forces that have obstructed our journey. That means that Count Dracula must also be hindered. You are correct, however, that I have planned for such a contingency. The water skin I asked you to keep warm for as long as we could. Now is the time for it. Please, if you could open it for me. My fingers do not have enough feeling anymore.
Professor, use our matches to start a fire. At this rate, the coals will take you before we have any confrontation.
9. We must wait here for as long as possible under cover of darkness. It is imperative that they think we are defenseless until... Now! Divine flame upon you!
Dear God, she flashed a blaze like kindling.
Oh, yes. She must have been particularly flammable. A little joke. Let us set our campfire. I doubt the other she-vampires will be so reckless as their companions. Now, you see why I agreed to stop at the chapel where you and Jonathan were wed? Where you spoke with the abbess. I secreted holy water for our defense. I have not been able to repent as I did for the communion wafers, but if we are still living at the end, I promise to atone. Oh, thank you, dear Mina. I can feel the warmth coming back to my body.
I wish I could also know such relief, Professor.
As well you can, my child, if you come with us.
Join us, sister, of your own will, and you will be rewarded when our master returns.
Out, foul beasts! You cannot enter this circle. We are protected here.
More correctly, you are trapped, foolish old man.
We are not animals afraid of a torch you wave before us.
Your sister would have been wise to shrink from our fire. For all your talk of sisterhood, neither of you appear to mourn her greatly.
One leaves and another joins us. Sentimental feelings do not endure the centuries as we do, child.
She will not become a gross consort to your evil as long as there is breath in my lungs.
Are we so repellent to you, father? Fix your eyes upon my form by the light of the fire. Am I not the perfect model of womanhood you have denied yourselves? Can you imagine your youth restored in eternity to study the mysteries of the world, all for the price of a kiss? Do you want to kiss these lips?
Yes.
Abraham.
Now that I can see you clearly, I no longer wish to harm such a beauty. I can think of nothing I more desire than to become one with you. I give myself fully to you, my love.
Professor, I have you. Tell me what happened.
I hid my last host upon my tongue and pushed it into her throat. It was a kiss she paid dearly for. I had to allow her to drain my blood, though. I fear I have lost too much for me to continue.
Rest here, Abraham. We shall be safe for now.
But not for long, my sister. The snow already covers those little crumbs the old man spread around. Before sunup, they will have lost all effect, and I shall step freely to prepare you for our master. Your flesh is already not your own, silly girl. Give yourself to me, and I shall protect you from him.
She will try to tempt you to leave our circle. Do not give in to her, Madam Mina.
I have already made enough acquaintance with your master as I wish. I thought little of him and even less of you. You say you can wait, but we have already used your waiting against you. As we speak, he is being hunted like vermin, and before daybreak you will be nothing but ash. My Jonathan will send him to the perdition he belongs.
Your Jonathan? Your Jonathan has evidently not been forthcoming about our acquaintance. Did he claim to be chaste and resist our temptations? To spare your delicate English sensibility? In truth, he is more my Jonathan than yours. Perhaps when our master makes him our servant, I can instruct you on the cravings he's never revealed to you.
That's quite enough. You have convinced me to embrace my new identity, as well as you.
I have received worse from our master. You may choke me to your content.
I am not going to choke you. Professor, I am spent. I can do no more.
I told you you would kneel when we next met. Come, no tears, little Mina. There was no other end possible but my benevolent ownership of you. It is time to rejoice the end of your old life and the beginning of our reign as one.
You will not have her! Seward, take him while he's distracted. Quincy, your knife.
I can't hold him.
You will not cheat me of my dominion.
You ain't going nowhere, you son of a bitch.
Quincy, are you hurt?
He got me pretty deep. Did I get him, though? Is he dead for good?
He is finished. You did it, Quincy.
Then I done right by Lucy at last.
Quincy, I know she loved you just as much as she did me, and I can think of no greater brother I could have in love with her than you. I will hold you both in my heart until the end of my days when we can all be together again.
Mina, are you all right?
Jonathan? I can feel the sun on my face. It's really over. Diary of Mrs. Mina Harker. After 7 years, Jonathan and I took a holiday from our firm, Harker and Harker, to at last fulfill our wish to see Transylvania again together. We brought along young Quincy to see the grave of his valiant namesake. The castle remained, a ruin now inside and out. Who could now imagine this was the site of one of the most terrible battles in the history of Christendom? One day we will tell Quincy the story of the 4 men and 2 women who through love and gallantry fought the darkest evil the world has ever known, and the price they paid for him to live in peace.
This has been Dracula, a radio play. Adapted by Cruz Flores. Audio editor, Shireen Khan.